Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Jamie Kenton.
And I'm Daniel Markovich. This is Action News Go.
Today we investigate whether or not it's true that smokers might actually earn less than their coworkers, and we'll dig into a story that's not getting enough attention.
Yes, and we also take a peek inside the Joystick Crew's Comic Den to hear their opinions on the latest news about movies, video games, and all things entertainment. Then, to cap it off, we test the memory skills of college students to see if they can remember just one phone number from their list of contacts.
Let's go.
So, back in August, a series of anti-smoking ads played during the MTV Music Awards that made the claim of there being a smoking wage gap. So now this myth is going around that smokers earn less than their non-smoking coworkers. The organization that created these ads is called the Truth Initiative, and they've really been pushing this point through their ad campaign, #Squadless.
Or is it really just a myth? Because the ad from Truth stated their claim about this smoker's wage gap with such confidence and certainty, we decided to search for the evidence for this supposed fact ourselves. Because if there was one thing we didn't like about the ad, it was that almost no evidence was provided. So we started with an easy Google search and typed in a search query using the exact words of the title of this article seen here in the Truth campaign ad. Hardly any solid facts were given in the article we found through the Truth ad. Pretty much the entire article only said that employers possibly see their employees as less motivated as they smoke and so are likely to pay them less. However, this is really only conjecture and not actual concrete fact. So, we interviewed a few basic, everyday employees of various places of business, and also Ken Lancey, the chairman of Consolidated Solutions, a brand promotion and advertising business based here in downtown Cleveland. This is what they said.
Do you think that people discriminate against smokers at work?
Yeah.
Have you ever worked a job where you got a wage and you were smoking?
Fridays when I was there 1 year.
Did you ever feel that your smoking affected your wage or how people treated you at work?
No.
Do you think that you might actually be earning less than those non-smokers next to you just because your employer thinks that you're less productive?
No, the earning less actually comes from the fact that most employers now who offer benefits to the job don't offer the same benefits or charge more for those benefits to smokers, which is why you actually pay, or you get paid less, quote unquote, but instead you're getting the same wage except more of it's going into your insurance or Social Security.
The reality of smoking today that young people need to understand is it does affect their overall income, and it will affect more than just their income. It can affect their retirement pension in a 401k.
Do you guys offer a health insurance plan?
We do.
Okay. Do smokers have to pay more?
They do.
For the health insurance?
They do. This is the way a lot of companies do handle smoking today. We're not unique in this. This has been challenged, in the courts as a discrimination. It's not. It's a fact. People that smoke have more health problems than non-smokers. And so we offer here 3 different medical plans. For each smoker, when it comes to husband, single, it's $55 per pay. That's $110 a month for that individual. So they're paying $1,300 and change every year to be a smoker, so they make less than a non-smoker. But just think for a moment if that $2,500 went into his 401k. Think about that. I mean, they say your money will double, all right, every 10 years. So if you take $2,500 for 10 years, that's $25,000. In 10 years becomes 50, 50 becomes 100. All right, so probably in a 40-year, you're talking about $200,000 if you quit smoking, if you're a non-smoker.
Do you think that's fair because of the health risks with smoking?
Well, it's a person's choice to smoke, but then again, it's the business's choice to hire you. It's a very unfair situation for somebody who can perform a task and be a smoker versus somebody who has inexperience doing the same thing and not smoking.
No, I believe that interviewing employees, whether they smoke or not, has nothing to do with the ability that I am looking for. I don't look at it if they're a smoker or not. They're measured in their departments by their just overall productivity against what the norm is.
So, according to the experiences of the employees interviewed and Ken Lancey, it seems smokers really are likely to earn less, but for none of the reasons stated in the sources used by the Truth Ad. So it turns out such an odd connection to wage earnings and smoking is really quite practical and reasonable.
So, I don't know, here's a crazy idea. How about we ban cigarettes?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like honesty is the best policy, but I got to say that whatever we can do to stop smoking, I'm all for.
Moving on, have you heard about what's happening in North Dakota?
I have, but you know what? I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about that.
I agree. In fact, earlier this week, we shot a segment with one of our crew members talking about that exact subject. Here you go.
Last Thursday, we sat down for turkey, some dry as jerky while others were screaming mercy. The pipeline is cutting through lands considered sacred. I'm watching football in basements, Obama still didn't say. Black Friday deals, we rushing out for the sales. I need me a bigger TV, who's rushing over to help? Water cannons and rubber bullets fired to silence all the other damage. It's one advantage of being underhanded. I need Cooper and Murph to find another planet, cause they strip the natives land naked and take this one for granted. I stand in shock, mouth open, my hand on top of black man, hashtag I stand with Standing Rock.
Coming up, we have Joystick's roundtable discussion of the Doctor Strange movie and current state of Marvel films.
And also stick around to see if anyone was able to rise to the challenge of remembering the number of just a random contact off their phone for some cash. All right after this.
When looking for a job, it's about what you know. Lakeland Community College knows the skills and training you need to get ahead.
Thousands of new jobs open up in our area every year. Jobs in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, business, IT, and more.
Lakeland trains our workforce and keeps those jobs in Lake County. Some of our best professionals come from Lakeland Community College.
Lakeland Community College. Opportunity starts here.
Welcome back to Action News Go. I'm Daniel Markovich.
And I'm Jamie Kenton.
Jamie, do you read any comic books?
Not really.
But do you watch any movies?
Sometimes.
Well, you aren't alone. In just 6 years, Marvel superhero films have become one of the most successful movie franchises of all time, releasing 14 movies in just 8 years.
Aren't they planning on coming out with 7 more in the next 3 years?
That's right. In fact, this November, they just released their latest film, Doctor Strange. I sat down with several members of our crew to discuss the film and the state of Marvel movies in general in this week's installment of Joystick.
Sup guys, I'm Dustin for Joystick. I'm here with the Action News Go crew. Nerdy stuff. Everybody's seen Doctor Strange, right?
I think it's a good movie.
I was expecting a Cthulhu monster.
Are we doing spoilers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like after 5 days, if you still haven't seen the movie, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah. I liked it, but there wasn't much that I can consider just memorable in the movie.
It's not a film. It's a product.
At a certain point, everything is broken apart and made into new stuff.
I want to see the storyboard for just what they did for those fight scenes, because I feel like it just had 2 silhouettes and then it just had like the words video effects written in on the background.
It felt like the Civil War airport scene. Like it was cool, but there was no risk.
There's no stakes.
There's absolutely nothing at stake. They've been doing that since Man of Steel came out.
In Indiana Jones, it's a fun action movie, but there's stakes, which is where all the Red Rangers up till then get together for one episode.
I've seen that picture. Yeah, but like getting back to Marvel.
You mean for Doctor Strange?
No, for Power Rangers. Now getting back to like Doctor Strange and Marvel, I just want to get to Infinity Wars because it's like homework.
These films are no longer the rewarding of themselves.
All the villains get their kicked. I have no idea.
One of you have had to read these comics so we can understand what's going on.
Oh yeah, I read. Has anybody read Infinity War?
No.
God damn it!
Bucky is not the only soldier they made. Already
Black
killed them
Panther,
all.
Captain America,
Already killed
Iron
them all.
Man. Oh man, this is gonna be sweet. Go in, they're all shot in the head. I'm just like, come on! Oh, sorry, man.
I'm saying we're getting close to the end, so we should probably wrap this up here. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Joystick, and we'll see you next time at the next round table.
Jamie, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm looking for my phone to take a picture of the dog that you have on your lap.
Oh.
It's a random dog.
I know, he is adorable. But why don't you just use mine?
Okay, I guess I can.
Yeah, here. Do you remember the number?
I do not at all.
Oh. Jamie, you wouldn't have done too well in our next segment.
Who knows numbers anymore though, you know?
That's true. In fact, that's what we went to find out. If anybody can remember just one number off their phone. I mean, I can't remember any numbers.
I can't either.
Let's find out in our new segment, Techno.
Mrs. Schmidt.
216.
Wrong. Junior and John Seuss. I don't know.
No idea. Go with Kurt.
I don't even know who Kurt is.
That one. No idea.
Kylo.
1440 698 7798.
You're wrong, sir.
Amanda.
Four 3768527. Devin.
Devin I have known since I was in kindergarten. He and I are very close friends. We both have a Nintendo 3DS. My gamer tag is white guy. Mine is black, and his is white.
I feel like you're
Whenever
stalling.
we play Super Smash Brothers together, we call ourselves Black Man and White Guy. So that's a little interesting story about Devin.
Do you know Devin's phone number, though?
Whose phone number?
Bob M.
Ooh, 330-289-5936.
What the hell? He's actually
You know, everybody thinks we found this broken down horse and fixed him. But we didn't. He fixed us.
So how well do you think that you would have done?
I would have done terrible. I can't remember one number off my phone.
Well, then we're in the same boat. Well, we want to thank everyone for watching. I'm Jamie Ketton.
And I'm Daniel Markovich.
This has been Action News Go.
See you next time.
So tell me about this dog.
Well, it's, he's actually a performer.
He is.
I trained him from birth.
Is he going to be at all of our shoots?
I think so. I think he's the new cast member.
That's fabulous.
Yes.
I love having him.
I'm really excited to bring him on.